Hi, Jason. Okay, one of the things that I judge watches by the quality of their movements, and so that I can see a pretty watch, and if I know that it has a bad or a junky movement or a poorly designed movement inside, I don't really take it seriously, even if the watch is quote unquote expensive. And then there's other watches that aren't necessarily worth a whole lot in terms of money, but I know that the movements are really good, either in really good condition and also really well designed. And those watches, it doesn't really matter what their technical value is. I look at them and I say, that's a good watch. This is a good watch. This is an unrestored 7009. Unrestored. This watch is unrestored. It's from 1989. These sort of mid range, the 7002s, 7005, 7006, 7009s, they're fantastic movements. The 7000 series movements were originally introduced in the late 60s, and they are produced basically all the way up to today. The 4R and 6R movements are derivations of this movement family. But once the C-type balance was introduced in the mid-2010s, there's something happened, and they're just not as durable. But these early ones, they're amazing, amazing quality. And I tell people all the time, especially like around a 7005 or a 7002 diver, that they will give after service as good or better numbers as anything Seiko makes today. And I'll say it again, this is an unrestored watch. You've got some beat error. This scale runs from 00 to 99. So you're about quarter of the way, so 2.4. We see that with the two lines here. But 253 for amplitude. That's fantastic. That's nearly as good as when this watch was new. When I'm done, this watch will run in the 280s. It will be an absolutely rock solid, entirely dependable timekeeper. This will be a great, great, great watch. These 7000 series watches, and you can get them for so little money. And it's amazing to me because just in terms of, horology, which is, the measurement of studying time, how we measure time, we get these watches and people sort of sniff at them because the dollar figure isn't there. Who cares? It runs beautifully. This is a family watch. So in terms of being able to do what a watch is supposed to do, which is to accurately measure time, it's very, very, very hard to beat something like this. Unrestored, almost 30-year-old watch, running like it's nearly new, because Seiko did such good stuff in this time period. Their stuff was so good. Anyway, it needs... your crystal's a little hacked up. Crystal, case rebuild with seals, and a movement service. And this watch will be good for many years. Absolutely worth the investment, if only from a timekeeping perspective. So cool, and they run so beautifully. Pleasure to see. Happy to work on it. Thank you for sending it in.